If you know me, you know I've always been saying this game's been lacking some crocodile representation. And now, not only do they give us that, they also give it for free! Beast King Crocodine's Trustmaster reward is an accessory of high HP and defense. It also boosts lightning and wind resistance by 30%. That's pretty much all there is to it though. His Super Trustmaster reward is a two-handed axe with high attack and even greater defense. When equipped to a tank, they'll get the ability Wind Barrier, which boosts your team's fire and wind resistance by 100%. Furthermore, when equipped to Crocodine, it boosts his defense by a flat 250 and his HP by 100%. On to his active abilities. Invincible Strength deals non-elemental damage that scales off his defense, chains Bolting Strike, and gives him an HP barrier. Burning Breath inflicts paralysis, lowers their enemy's attack and magic by 85%, then lowers their fire, lightning, and wind resistance by 120%. Beast King's Forbearance will give Crocodine a single-turn Omni cover, mitigating damage by 75%. It also gives him a 90% general mitigation buff. This is what I was meant to do: boost your team's defense by 300%, gives them a 75% physical mitigation buff, and a 50% general mitigation buff. Selflessness is an Omni cover but only for one guy. It's also a bit weaker than the one from his earlier cooldown ability. Provoke 2 is Provoke, but also gives Crocodine a 75% general mitigation buff. Passives. With his Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Crocodine gets a big boost to his limit burst damage, and additional equipment attack and defense when carrying a single weapon. He has a strong set of killers, but doesn't have any limit burst damage boost without his lock passive. He does have a small limit burst regen though. He prefers to carry a single weapon, meaning half the Captain to Chain limit boost. He also has 2 Guts buffs and full boosted passive provoke. At EX plus 2 he gets Warring Spirit. At EX plus 3 he gets 500 defense. He also has a decent spread of elemental resistance, serving as a nice foundation to make him sturdier. Let's look at his limit burst. It lowers their enemy's wind resistance by 120%, their attack by 87% and magic by 85%, and deals wind damage that scales off his defense stat. As a super limit burst user, Beast King Crocodine has access to Defense Shift, which automatically boosts his defense by 250%, his limit burst damage by 200%, and fills his limit burst gauge when the super limit burst is ready. The super limit burst itself tacks on the same imperil, but the breaks rise to 89 and 87% respectively, and the damage modifier rises as well. Let's rank Brave abilities. He only has 1, and it doesn't raise the HP barrier. So, EX2? Sure, it might take some time, but he's free. So how good is Beast King Crocodine? He's a physical tank that's not a physical tank, but he is also a physical damage dealer. In terms of tanking, the Omni cover has great potential given it protects against all attacks, but at the same time you're pretty much forcing Crocodine to take all attacks, which might be a tall order in tougher fights. He does have a lot of HP, which helps, but his spirit stat isn't as strong. You could certainly use him as a defensive supporter, as his free status will grant you access to reliable 89% attack breaks and the rest of his useful abilities, though admittedly the super limit burst is pretty much carried by his free status. In terms of damage output, he's surprisingly strong for a defensive unit, though when I say strong I'm comparing him to someone like Zell, who's actually stronger. Using him defensively also forces you to use his wind attacks, which shouldn't be a big issue given King of Leonis Mont was similarly locked to fire, but I guess that depends on the fight. In the end, Beast King Crocodine is a nice unit, whose most notable abilities will see less use in more difficult fights. Nevertheless, for a vast majority of battles, you can certainly add Crocodine to your team to help them survive, though he'll face heavy competition from a tiny free robot. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below how far along you are with Crocodine. Mine is level 31.